Right then, back in the INIBUILDS A350 for today's video, as they've just dropped yet another update, 1.11. Honestly, they seem to be releasing updates pretty much every week at the moment, which is fantastic. And this new release is pretty huge. We're getting the usual raft of bug fixes, and we're also getting a lot of brand new features, including enhanced exterior textures and weathering in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. There's all new engine spool up animations, and we're also getting a heads-up display, which is great. And on top of that, and really exciting news, the Xbox version is coming out next week. So you guys on console can finally get your hands on the A350, which is fantastic. Although I believe the 2020 console version is still going to take a little while longer, so we'll have to wait on that. Okay, so for today then, we'll check out these new exterior textures and animations, and then we'll fly a quick approach into London Gatwick to demonstrate the new HUD. So there's plenty to get through. Let's hop outside and check out those textures. Right, so straight away then we can see one of the new features. From the outside of the plane, you can see that the window blinds are in their down position, which is quite cool, all adds to the immersion. And also these metallic textures are enhanced as well. Let's quickly hop into our options and check out the weathering then. So if we slide that along to its maximum and then hop back out again. So there we go, that looks way less pristine, doesn't it? You can see all these sort of rain marks under the window as we sort of pan round. That definitely looks more realistic. You've got to remember that planes aren't exactly the cleanest thing in the world. They do get quite dirty in service, so just having a quick look. There's supposed to be some dinks and scratches that are marked as well for little repairs, but haven't seen any yet. This wing, this looks really good. Just zoom in on this a little bit. So you can see the weathering there all along the wing above the flaps. That looks pretty good. Again, just adding to a bit more realism. And we've got the same here on the ailerons as well. A bit more grime and grease. And we'll just move down the leading edge as well. I do love this Qatari livery. Looks great. And you can see, if I just zoom in a little bit on this door, you can see the mark around where the air bridge connects. That's got a bit of a dirty mark as well. So yeah, I like that. That does look a lot more realistic. And I've just spotted at the bottom of the door, if we zoom in, there's a little dent that has been marked for repair. There we go. So that's quite cool as well. Obviously been hit by a large hailstone or something. Right, so that's all the new exterior textures and weathering. And let's also check out this new engine spooling up animation. We'll get pushed back and then we'll get some engines started. Okay then, so ignition mode to start, engine 1 on. Let's hop outside and check these animations. In fact, let's just move the camera around a little bit more so we get a bit squarer onto the fan blades as it just starts to wind up now. There we go. Okay, yeah, that does look a lot better, doesn't it? I'm not getting that strange DLSS glitch that you kind of get on the 777. That does look much smoother. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, gotta say. So that is a good start on engine 1, and what I'm going to do now is get the plane into the air and we will check out the heads-up display and fly an approach back down onto runway 08 right. So I will catch up with you again shortly. Okay then, so as you can see, we've currently got the sim paused on our final approach into runway 08 right, and at the moment we've got no heads-up display. So how do we install that? Well, we need to go back down to the tablet, so I'll quickly unpause the sim. We're going to go into our options and then equipment on the left hand side, and then down at the bottom we've got the option to install the HUD, so I'll click that, and there we go. Straight away we've got a few switches and dials installed for the HUD. And there's the HUD itself. So we click on this click spot here to drop it down, and then we obviously want to remove this cover, so just click on that, and there we go. So that is our HUD. If I just zoom in and we'll have a look at some of the readouts. So first of all, we've got our flight path vector right in the middle, and the aim of the game is to sort of point that directly at the touchdown zone. And then we basically have everything the same as what we have on our PFD. So our glide slope and localizer are captured, We've got our speed tape on the left hand side, our altitude on the right, and also our magenta diamonds, which are green, obviously. And what I like to do is dim the display using this little dial in the centre here, just so you're sort of looking through the HUD rather than getting distracted by it, and that looks about right. So let's get the autopilot off then, and we will land the plane, as I said, keeping that flight path vector pointing pretty much directly at the runway, and then as we get a bit closer we'll aim directly at the touchdown zone. So just making nice gentle corrections on the side stick.
500.
Check. Keeping that bird pointing at the runway. And as I said, you want to sort of look through the HUD rather than staring at it. It takes a bit of practice to get used to, but I do quite like it now.
400.
So 400 to go, and we've got 2 whites and 2 reds on the pappies.
300.
And we've just got ourselves a little bit high on profile. We've got 3 whites on the pappies, so let's bring it down a touch. Okay, here we go then.
$100.
And looking to the horizon.
50. 30.
Flare.
20. Retard.
Throttles idle. And touchdown. Reverse thrust. Green. Decel. And manual braking. So 60 knots, we will vacate at the next high speed exit. Lovely, that went pretty well, and I actually found the HUD to be quite useful. As I said in the past, I've found they can be a little bit distracting, but no, that was actually pretty helpful. So let's just pop him away, click there, so we can just see where we're taxiing. And I will end it there for today, guys. So that concludes my first look at update 1.11 for the INIBUILDS A350 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So yeah, it's a really great update, plenty for you to get your teeth stuck into, so I do recommend you get it downloaded and have a good play. But that's it from me for today. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.